Hello and welcome to the Lincolnshire Show Special 2012. This year was the 128th show, and as usual we had mixed weather, a typical British summer with sun and rain. Coming up, we bring you the highlights of this year's farming extravaganza, cereals, and we discover more about Lincolnshire's producers in the food court.
We're hoping today, BPEX is the levy organisation for English pig producers, and we're hoping that by being here today we can provide an interactive and entertaining way for children to get a positive view on the industry and go home understanding that pork is a healthy part of a balanced diet.
We're doing sausage making demonstrations with children throughout all of Lincolnshire. We was invited by the EBP, which is the Education Business Development, as part of Lincolnshire Show, and they're just trying to create an environment to show children what's actually going into the food and about educating them into local produce. We try and make it as simple as we can. We don't like to go into a lot of detail and make it complicated for them, so that's why we show them the meat for a start. Then we go on to the mincing process and doing it all by hand. I mean, obviously we do it slightly differently back at the shop because we're making vast numbers of sausages, but being able to actually get the hands in and do it themselves, they really enjoy it. We do quite a lot of food workshops with the children. We do it back at the farm as well, and we like to get them involved so they know exactly where the food's coming from, what's going into the food, and it's nice that they like to get their hands in basically and really like making the sausages.
We have two tails. We have pigtails and pork tails. So pigtails follows the journey of a piglet through to being an adult animal, and then we have pork tails, which shows the journey of how it reaches the plate. So their quiz sheet encourages them to read all about the whole journey from piglet through to pork, and gives them the true story.
Obviously, as everything in this Lincolnshire show, very much about local produce.
Yeah, definitely, and getting it through the children back to the parents as well. I think that's very important to be able to give them local food as well.
We sent Sean O'Toole to sample the county's delights in the Select Lincolnshire and Tastes of Lincolnshire Partnership food court.
Well, this is a very old Lincolnshire delicacy. This is probably the most Lincolnshire thing at the show. It's Lincolnshire stuffed chine, which comes from the shoulder of a pig. You can see the backbone in it there. It's cured for 3 weeks in a salt brine, and then it's hung up and dried for a further week just to bring the flavour out. And it's scored into with a sharp knife and stuffed with fresh parsley. And what you end up with here is like ham with parsley, basically, but it's very, very Lincolnshire. You don't get it anywhere else in the world.
We have a family dairy farm. The farm was started by my great-grandfather in 1917 as a traditional farm, mixed farm, and then 20 years ago my brother started making the cheese on the farm in a very small way, and since then the cheese has grown, and now we're turning almost all of our milk from 230 cows into cheese.
And in terms of distribution of the cheese, tell me how near and far that cheese travels.
Well, we sell the cheese locally. Obviously we're here at the Lincolnshire Show, and we sell it in a lot of local delis and farm shops, but we also sell regionally and nationally. It goes into London, into a lot of the top restaurants down there. Jamie Oliver, Gordon Ramsay, they take the cheese, and many others, and it goes over to America and into continental Europe as well, so we're worldwide.
Father started in 1985 making the ice cream himself. We still make the ice cream ourselves. We've over 50 flavours now. We've got some new flavours that we've brought up to the show today.
We make ciders, we make liqueurs and a range of wines too. We have a range of liqueurs, that's 28 of them. Again, all to our own recipes. with a variety of products and spirits, gin, brandy, vodka, white rum, dark rum, whiskey. And when we come to shows, we're very happy to offer people free tastings.
Very striking, very visual, very personal. A lovely product. I wish you all the best with it.
Thank you very much.
I've been going for less than a year. Started off because I had a head-on car crash which left me in a very bad state and in a wheelchair for 8 months. And it was my daughter's idea to get me back into the land of living by creating what we did for the family as a business. And so we now have about 80 lines that we've been selling for about 6 months. We only use Lincolnshire products where we can. We can trace most back to the source. My next door neighbour has allotment, I use things off his allotment. Friends have orchards, I use their fruit. It comes in one day and it's made up that day. We make in small batches the traditional way, so everything tastes as it should do.
I've got to say, I've heard all about your products. I've seen the people tasting them. It's my turn. Can we try a little bit?
We certainly can.
Do you mind if I try a bit?
Certainly, help yourself.
You think I might be able to try a bit? Oh, that's gorgeous. It's one of the perks of the event. Oh, that melts in your mouth. Absolutely gorgeous. I've got to tell you, that's to die for. I'll tell you, it's top class. Beautiful, lovely, creamy texture. I want some more.
Our region is renowned for being a major food producer. It's the home of frozen food, wheat is grown for major bakers, and more new producers are coming through. And here in the studio today is one of the region's latest food producers. It's Claire and John Brumby of Scrubby's Crisps. Welcome to you both. Thank you for coming in. Now, Scrubby's is a relatively new business. What made you set it up? Why crisps?
Well, we were researching which product we always wanted to bring a food product to market. For a number of years we've been looking to do it, and we set off researching this particular product about 5 years ago. So what we did, we retailed other products that are on the market just to find out what consumers were looking for, what they wanted, what was a good seller, and just to get all the information on them really. The thing that we really was against with the products that are out there was the high fat content.
Right. What makes them so different then? Just talk a little bit when we can see them just there.
Yeah, what really makes us different is that they're cooked in a completely different way, in that standard crisps are fried at circa 180 degrees, whereas our crisps are cooked at below 125 degrees. And what that does, it retains the texture and the shape and the flavour of each individual vegetable, because it's a 4 vegetable mix. It's beetroot, carrot, parsnip and sweet potato. Right. So that's the main difference, and also the whole process makes us at least 30% less fat than any vegetable crisp on the UK market.
Okay. So that scores lots of boxes then, having all those qualities about it, doesn't
Well, they're
it?
cooked in highly sunflower oil as well. They're vegan friendly, they're gluten free. So, like you say, you've got a lot of USPs going on with the product.
Now, I mean, talking about USPs, you're very busy at the moment, obviously promoting and selling these crisps. I mean, how's it going?
Fantastic.
Keeping you busy?
Yeah, absolutely, more than busy. Absolutely more than busy. It's been brilliant. We're in our 7th week. We've done a few shows. We went to Harrogate to a specialty and fine food fair. We got a couple of big leads from there, so we've got pallets shipped out to Ireland and Scotland this week. The crisps were in the Houses of Parliament a week last Friday. That was an inquiry we got through at the 11th hour, so we shipped them down to Whitehall. So yeah, it's all going really, really, really well.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah,
I was very fortunate to try these at the Lincolnshire, and I must say they are very Moorish, and you do have little recipes and things, don't you?
Yeah, part of the actual thing that we're launching is we've got the a dip recipe on the back, because one of the USPs with the product is they're actually so much larger, so they naturally lend themselves to being use for dips. Yeah. So we just came up with a very simple dip recipe on the back there, but also on the website, part of the marketing campaign, we're wanting to launch the Great British Dip Competition. Right. So we're urging everybody who's trying the bags to come up with a dip, and then maybe the lucky winner, and the prize will be to get their recipe featured on the back of the bag.
Fantastic. Well, fingers crossed that people out there watching this will be motivated to go and try that.
Buy Scrubbies today.
That's it, buy them today. Well, thank you both for coming in.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.